Hello, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, some student in waiting room.
Yeah, that's what I'm checking. Just wait. I given permission to everyone. I think everyone joined it. Okay. Please mute your mic. How many times I repeat it? Okay, we'll start.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please. Anything you want to say? Hello. Okay, we'll start. That bit window we will keep here. So just see, all of you, my screen is visible right now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you. In last Friday, in October 1st, I started my lecture. That time, I explained to you some career guidance about this semester. Not only your entire career, just about this semester, how you have to follow every day for every lecture, and how you have to carry your subject, your every lecture topics. That one brief introduction I given. So for today, uh, what we will do, just we will move for some introduction, just with, 5 to 10 minute introduction about microprocessor. After that, I will immediately start your actual syllabus. Okay, so in that, see, uh, for your batch, I am going to handle microprocessor subject in first semester of second year SY BTech students. Okay, so already I given introduction about myself. I am Professor Srikant Salotegi. So for your batch, I am handling microprocessor. So in that, what is microprocessor? First, we are going to think about what is microprocessor. See, this microprocessor, all of you have to make it into two parts. That single word of microprocessor, you make it as a two parts. How you have to break and make it as two parts, that is micro and processor. So the micro plus processor, that becomes a microprocessor. So in that sense, what is micro? So all of you know what is micro. Can you define that micro? That in the symbol mu, you have to represent, right, micro. The micro is also one of the unit in a mathematical micro unit. 10 to the power is to minus 6. You say that is micro. So it means that the micro means it is a very smallest particle, very minute particle. What is the size? That is in micro, 10 to the power raised to minus 6. What is that value? That value is in the decimal point 0, 0, 0, 0 up to 50, there is a one number. From the decimal number, 5 zeros and one number, that much minute particle. So those particles are going to be processed in a computer system. Those minute things are going to be processed. That one we call it as a processor. So what we say, microprocessor. Clearly, very minute particle we are going to do the processor. That's what we have to say, microprocessor. Please, very easiest definitions. It should be print in your mind. In the name only the definition is hiding. All of you, just you have to recognize that definition. In the name only, it is hiding. Okay, so in that, in as per the textbook, how we have to define microprocessor. The microprocessor is a multi-purpose programmable logic device that reads binary instruction. Binary means that is either a 0 or a 1 values instruction from a storage device memory and accept binary data as input and the process the instruction for execution. So whatever the instructions you have to sending with a binary number, that is 0 and 1, that one you are going to do the process and do the exec instruction with execution. That entire process you say it is a microprocessor. Very simple, very easiest definitions. So here in the diagram, we have seeing some microprocessor chips, that is Intel. So these chips everywhere is there in your mobile devices, in your computer devices, in your card reader, in your memory chips, everywhere these kind of chips are there. You say these are the microprocessor chips. So in that, see, only this much one small chip, it is doing the work of how much it is going to be do the work. So maximum one library books in a, for example, in our college one library is there. How many books are present in that library? All those books we have to store only this much small minute memory. And this manipulation, that one we say it is a microprocessor, very small minute particle which can store n number of books, maybe 1 lakh together books you have to store only in this much of the chip, that you say it is a microchip. So that entire process, whatever you are going to do it, that one we will say microprocessor. Very small, very minute, that is micro 10 to the power of minus 6, that much small things we are going to do the process in that chip. That whole process we say it is a microprocessor. Got it this point? So very least basic. I will today's class I will go to very least basic, and upcoming classes I'll start with actual syllabus. Okay, so in that, see, here there is a one IC chips is here. That's the number of N5832. Just one example I will show you. All the electronic goods in your in logic design. Maybe you use some IC chips, right? For a logical AND or XOR not, like those gates. So these chips also you have to use it for microprocessor. That is in the Intel first 404 4004 microprocessor. That's the first microprocessor on this world. Okay, so next one here, after that again they have to work on it, again they have to manipulate it, criticize it, and make a less reduce of those chips. So those are upcoming in that uh, microprocessor. These are the all our microprocessor chip only. So next, in the microprocessor there are mainly three parts. In the microprocessor there are mainly three parts. One is ALU, that is nothing but, so this is a microprocessor entire things, that is one part is ALU, arithmetic logical unit. That ALU we say that it is a arithmetic and logical unit. And the second one is register. What is the main things of register? The registers we have to use it for to storage of data. So for the storage of data we are using a register. And the next portion is, that is the third portion, control unit. So this control unit, it is like a brain, it's like a brain of the computer, that all the data processing in it is controlled by, that is control unit. So entire this microprocessor having a three main section ALU, that all the algebraic logical units is whatever logic is happened in this portion it is happening, and all these are stored in your register, that is the memory register, and all this is controlled by a control unit. So in this, by manipulating, by doing the functionality or working on this ALU register and control unit, we need some extra transferring agents. So that agents we say that is a bus. So what is a bus? The main function of bus is to transfer the data from one place to another place. What is the bus? To transfer the data from one place to another place. So it means that it is a one of the transferring agent of data. Data transferring agent, we say that is bus. So that system is going to be managed, so we call it as system bus. So in that system bus, how it is going to be do the transferring agent between input, output, and the computer memory. So whatever you are sending a input, whatever you are given an input to the computer, that is goes to the system bus, transfer through the system bus, and that is reaches to the memory. And in that memory all the manipulation is happened. From the manipulation, and again whatever you have to get the result, execution result, again that is going print on the output screen, that is nothing but output. So between input, memory, and output, whatever for the transferring a data, one agent is going to be do the functionality. That agent we call it as bus. So we have to use it for this computer. That's what we call it as clearly system bus. So this is the very basic list things, and you come to know this register, ALU, control unit in the first unit. Again, all we have to cover it. Just for the least basic, I will carry on this. Okay. So next, I will move upon memory. So every microprocessor chip has a memory, its own memory. What is memory? The memory is nothing but there is a register which is used for to storage some kind of data, that we say it is a memory. So the memory is one of the most important factor in the microprocessor, and it is used to store the data or the information in a binary format, always in the microprocessor, because our computer is knows only zeros and ones. Apart from this, it is not knowing anything. But through the keyboard, we have to convert it into ASCII codes, and as a machine understandable codes by the compiler and the interpreter. By that, the computer we have to printing all the digits. But actual the computer is knows only 0 and 1. So the memory in that it is used to store the data information in a binary format. So up to that, that is cache memory. In the microprocessor memory, there is a cache memory. Cache memory, you say it's temporary memory, that is the memory used by the central processing unit of a computer to reduce the average time to access memory. And the cache is a smaller, faster memory which is stores copies of the data from the most frequently used main memory locations. So this is about memory of your microprocessor and main memory. So next, so this is the one chip that is a hidden, and this is the one processor. So from the processor to chip, there is a one transferring agent. These are the buses. These are the different buses. Again, in that there are three main categories of the bus: control bus, data bus, and address bus. Later we will see that. So just it is a processor. It is a one microprocessor chip, and there is a transferring agent between bus. So that is the main bus. So these wires, whatever the wires are there, we called it as a bus, system bus. So next one, here in that system bus, there are main category of three buses: data bus. So this is the one data bus, and second one is the address bus, and the third one is the control bus. So out of these three buses, it is transferring agent between the different section, that is ALU, as you seen in the previous diagram, arithmetic and logical units of the CPU, that is memory, that is the memory is nothing but registers, storable area, and input and output devices. So whatever the manipulation you are going to do, that input to the memory and memory to the output, that is nothing but input and output memory. So for this, all the root should be happens by using the system bus. So in this system bus, there are three main categories. Data bus. What is data bus? The data bus is nothing but it's a to content of information. Data means what? It's the information, content of information that is going to be manipulated. And the address bus, actually it is to find the address where the data is going to be sent from which place to which, where exactly it will going to be find source and destination point to transfer a information, that is address bus. And the third one is control bus, how much the quantity is going to be send it, that is going to be controlled by a one control section, that one we call it as control bus. So in this data bus, address bus, control bus, and that power is optional. That power bus means you are going to be connected power, mean AC lines. So this is all about system bus, that leads to basic things. And one more, yes, hello, yes, am I audible, right? Okay, yeah, fine, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Only one thing. Just for the today's class, I will say sorry because there is a problem in the Zoom meeting. Actually, for the recovering, it takes a time. For that, what I did, I send you a personal link instead of department that your SY BTEC link. I send you a personal link to conduct the classes. You may know you were that the third session is not happened due to the problem of Zoom. So for that, to don't waste the time, I created my own link and I'll send you. So in this link, it is only the possible of 100 students are going to be admit. It's only the possible of 100 students are going to be admit. So for that, I'm very sorry because entire your A and B section is 160 strength, because I don't have any other than option. So that's what today I am not started actual syllabus because some students are ready to join, but for the reaching of 100 capacity, students are unable to join. So today I will not start actual syllabus. Again, I will only give this introduction about the microprocessor. Please, all of you adjust with this. And actual syllabus, I will start with next class onwards. Hope maybe next class onwards, our Zoom is going to be recorrected. Okay. So this is one of the my apology message to all of you. Please adjust time. Please understand the situation. Okay, fine. Today, anyhow, I'll continue with the 100 students. More than 100 students are there. Again, I'll repeat in the next class also. And that's what actual syllabus I'll start with your next class onwards. Okay, yes, fine. So this is the one Intel microprocessor chip. That one we call it as 8085. So actually, your microprocessor that is starts with 8085, and you have to study all the characteristics of 8085 and all the features of 8085 and all the pin configuration, pin diagram of 8085. So here, this is the 8085 microprocessor. See, all of you in the logic design lab, you may saw the ICs, integrated circuits. IC means what? Integrated circuit. So this is the one like a IC. So in that you have to saw a 14 pin IC, 12 pin IC, 16 pin IC. But here this is a 40 pin IC. One side 20 pins, this side, and opposite that side also 20 pins. So in this also 20 pins. So here also 20 pins. Totally 40 pins IC is there for 8085. And even 8086 also a 40 pin IC. So this is the one device of microprocessor that is nothing but 8085. That is 8P. 8P means what? It's a microprocessor 8085, which is a having of a capacity that is as per 2, and this is the one version that is series, that is a K series of this number 931815, and that is a developed manufactured is Intel in the 1976. In that 1976, so this is the one entire microprocessor 8085 device. Okay, so next, here you see in the diagram, see here also one that microprocessor, all are having so many ICs are here. So here one IC, this is one IC has to do with a different number of pin diagrams. So this is the 40 pins, 20 plus 20. Here it is a for 9 plus 18 pins. So this group is 18 pins like this. Different microprocessor chips are here. That one with the 8085, 8086. All this is the actual your microprocessor kit. Whatever we have to say, this is your actual microprocessor kit, what we have to use in the lab. So in the lab, by using the TOSM software, we have to done first 10 programs and remaining 2 programs, means 11th and 12th programs as per your syllabus. We have to do we have to go through this microprocessor chip, and we have to execute the program. So this is the microprocessor kit. We say it is a microprocessor kit. In the real labs, we will go through it. Okay, so next, this is also a microprocessor kit. That's the extended version of that. Currently in the market, this chip is going to be used. So here there is a keyboard with the all numbers, and here there is a 7-segment display is there. Here in this, so see, you have to visible here how many pins that microprocessor chips are there. All we have to explain in detail in the labs whenever we are going to conduct the lab number 11 and the lab number 12. So after that, main 8085 microprocessor Intel chip features. These are some silent features of 80. Okay. Yes, fine. Okay. In that features of Intel 8085, that Intel is delivered. It's a manufactured company name Intel, which is the name of microprocessor 8085. So in that, it is an 8-bit microprocessor. That is a 8085 is a 8-bit microprocessor, and it is having a capacity address lines from AD0 to AD7. It means that totally 8 lines are there because of 8 bits. That is 0 to 7, AD0, AD1, AD2, 3, 4, 5 up to AD7. 0 to 7 means that is totally 8 bits microprocessor. That is a multiplex address line data buses. And in this, it works on 5 volt. The power supply is 5 volt DC power supply, and it provides 72 instructions. The microprocessor 8085 which can provide total 72 instructions with the 5 different addressing modes. With the 5 different addressing modes. So what are the main features of 8085? First feature is it's a 8-bit processor. Second one is it's having a total 8 address lines, that is AD0 to AD7, and it works on 5-volt power supply, and it is provides total 72 instructions with the 5 different addressing modes. So that addressing modes you will study it in the second unit, that is addressing register addressing modes, indirect register addressing modes, like that you have to study. So in this, these are the main 5 finds for the features of 8085. So see, as this is your pin diagram of 8085. So you have to see here 1, 2, 3 up to 20. Again from starts with 21 to 40. There are 40, 20 this side and 20 this side. 8086H, which is having a total 40 pins. So in the previous diagram you saw that, right? See here, this is the actual device, that is a 20, and opposite side that is again 20. Okay, dear friends, all of you audible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine, thank you.